Hi, Cody from WeatherWool here, and as you can see, another really tough day at the office. I want to talk to you about the Jacquard Pants. We just did another run of these and they're fantastic. I absolutely love them. I had the previous pair, one of the first runs, they were 4 sizes too big on me and I wore them constantly. I wore them all fall, all winter, all spring, and I absolutely loved them. And the upgraded version is even better. We made a few changes. So one, I think it's a bit of a higher waist. So that gives you a little bit more protection around, your lower back. No chance of snow coming in, especially when you got a coat hanging down over top. So you got that higher waist, which is really comfortable. You got your standard hand warmer pockets. They're quite deep. So they go down halfway through to the cargo pocket. Got a lot of length in there, but because of the high-waisted pant, it's not uncomfortable to get to the bottom of the pocket. You've got a cargo pocket on both sides. They close with both our trademark slot button with the nylon webbing. You will not pop these buttons off. We've never had a customer pop a button. We have a reinforced pocket closure with the zipper as well. And you got a lot of space. You got the billow pockets, so they can expand quite a bit. I just have my phone in there right now, and then lay fairly flat as well. These pants are 100% wool. That is 100% wool Jacquard fabric, and even our pocket liners are 100% wool, and it's fabric that we make ourselves. This is not stock liner pocket. This is 100% WeatherWool fibers that we use for both the pocket liners as well as underneath in the billowing, and then all the internal pocket work inside. When you look inside these pants, you're going to see a lot of that fabric reinforcing all of the pockets. The back pockets are also fantastic because they're wide and shallow, so I can stick my old man wallet in there full of all my points cards and put it in my back pocket, and when I sit down in my truck on a chair, I'm not sitting on my wallet. It sits high enough up on my top of my buttock that I don't actually sit on it, which we know is bad for our backs and bad for our wallets. And so I find that back pocket really great. It's zipper closure, so really easy to secure, as well as a flap cover to stop any moisture from going into your pockets. And we have 2 of those, one on each side. The bottoms have a tie off, and so you can hike them up and tie them off at any height that you want. They do come at a length of 36 inches, which is long for most of us. I have not hemmed mine. This is just the length that they came. They're bunching up a little bit, works totally fine, but I do notice a bit of snow building up in there, so I will eventually get them hemmed. So if you prefer to keep your pants full length and not hem them, you can do what's called blousing them to keep them off the ground and not bunching up. So what I've done here is made a little slip knot. If I want to undo that, I'm just going to pull that tag in, and that knot comes undone. It's not knotted and they're tight, but it'll stay firm. And then folding the pant inside as it overfolds and comes down. And so the fold is riding up inside my pant leg, sitting on top of my boot while the rest of the pant drapes over. My pants are the MidWeight fabric. They also come in full weight. MidWeight is, I think, 30% less heavy than the full weight. For most of my needs, even though we get quite cold in Ontario, Canada, I find just wearing a pair of wool underwear under the midweight is usually enough. It also gives me a bit more comfort into the warmer spring days and the earlier fall days. This is the 3rd night out here. I've slept in these pants 2 nights in a row. I'm wearing them all day long in the snow, trekking, getting them covered with snow, getting them be wet, dirty, kneeling on the ground. I'm brushing them clean. I'm drying off around the fire at night, and I'm sleeping in them. And they're comfortable. I take my belt off, and they're perfect. That is a soft and comfortable fabric. The only problem I have with these pants is that when I'm camping with somebody who doesn't have a pair of the WeatherWool Jacquard pants, I feel really bad for them. And so I really hope you can all get a pair because they're amazing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was nice to get another close look at the pants, and we'll see you on down the trail. I think I'm going to enjoy the view for a bit. Let's see if I can get through the snow without my snowshoes. Oh! How awesome is this? Ugh.